Before jumping into a grueling workout and physically taxing ourselves, it can be beneficial to warm up. And when I say warm up, I don't mean the abhorrent sweat fest that usually tires us out before we even get to the main event. I'm talking about intelligent and intentional movements that allow us to hit our peak performance. And today we're going to talk about what that might look like, as well as discuss one exercise that can allow our warm-ups to be faster as well as more efficient. Now, when you hear warm-ups, you might think of the old school laps around the field or football pitch, or burpees just for the sake of burpees. These are the sort of warm-ups that we've heard about from a young age. The sort of warm-ups that are supposed to help us get prepared to do our best work without attracting injuries. Fun fact, actually, most warm-ups don't actually decrease your likelihood of injury. But we're not going to discuss those type of warm-ups today anyway. And it definitely isn't in our best interest to have a warm-up that tires us out before we actually train. In fact, I'll go on record by saying that a warm-up shouldn't tire us out at all. A good warm-up should replicate the movement you are looking to do in your main workout, but at a lighter intensity so as not to divert energy away from the main focus of your workout. And there can be many benefits for doing this. First, you have the mental benefits. Jumping into a savage workout cold without any prep may not allow you to get into the right mindset before you train. We've discussed on this channel many times the benefits of getting your mind right and not just going through the motions of your workout. Well, this can be a huge component towards seeing success towards hitting your training goals. We also have the benefit of warming up in a literal sense. Warmer muscles produce more force, and when we're working on skills or exercises that may push the limits of what we're able to do, more force production can be very useful. And the final notable benefit that I want to talk about is access to more range. By warming up through the range of motion that we look to access in our main workout, we can increase the range we have access to once we finally dial up the intensity. This can mean hitting proper form becomes significantly more achievable. Okay, so I've convinced you of the benefits of warming up. But if the aim of a warm-up is to hit movements that we're trying to do but at a lower intensity, how do we do that quickly, especially when in calisthenics we're using our whole body in lots of different ways? Well, that is where the tabletop reach exercise comes in. For this exercise, we're looking to get into a reverse tabletop position. Open up the chest and drive the hips to the sky by squeezing the glutes, and then reach tall with one arm over the opposite shoulder while bracing the midsection so the core doesn't droop. Then we lower the hips, swap hands for the next reach over, and do the same for the other side and repeat for reps. In this movement, we're essentially performing a series of light dynamic stretches at a really low intensity. This movement actually allows us to hit loads of the sort of movements that we'd actually see in a typical calisthenics workout. With the hands on the floor, we get into full wrist extension without overworking the wrists too early on. We get a lockout at the elbow, so low intensity straight arm pushing is prepped. Anybody working planche work can thank me later. At the shoulder, there's a lot going on. We have scapular retraction, then upward rotation, into protraction, followed by downward rotation, and then back into retraction, all in one fluid movement, and all while getting compression at the shoulder capsule too, which is important for getting the minor stabilizers firing as well. We're also getting spinal rotation, we're bracing with the core, and we're getting the glutes to wake up by driving those hips forward. You would be hard pushed to think of a calisthenics skill or exercise that this movement does not help you warm up towards. If you can think of one, drop it down in the comment section below, but that is why I love this movement so much in my warm-ups. We want to be more intelligent with our warm-ups. There are no medals to be won by tiring ourselves out before we actually train. You'll see this movement in many of my follow-alongs as well, as this is a flow that I particularly enjoy. So try a few reps of it before your next training session. Let me know what you think. And guys, I'll see you in the next one.